Okay, welcome back to Stationeers. So we are up in the top of the base. I figure we will start with where the audio cut out in the last episode, and we can go through the sorting for the ingots that we set up in the last episode. So, double check, make sure audio is good. I don't want to do this for a third time. So basically, we went through, I named all the sorters with what they do. So, for example, sorters ingots, that is this sorter right here. And this one is responsible for checking to make sure the item is an ingot. If it's not an ingot, then it comes out right here on this chute and then just gets tossed over here. And we can see that if we take, say, these railings, toss those in, we can see it gets sorted out and tossed there. And then I went through, named every single sorter with the item it sorts. So, yeah, you can see, very tedious, but that is done. So we have all our sorters, they go through, our stackers are next, so it's going to be flip-flop. So this is the first one, and then this is the second one, then third, then fourth, and so on, all the way down. And there's that. And then this is our unloader. So we could toss a backpack full of ingots into there, and then it unloads the whole backpack, passes it through to this green pipe, and then gets tossed into our sorter here. If it's a backpack, it'll just get tossed out right here, and then the ingots go on. So let us go up to the top. So I had a little fun rearranging stuff. Tried to add some more color. Not sure how I feel, but it's definitely just a little too gray in here. So here is all our vending machines with ingots. Everything is stacked to 500. So right there is a stack of 500 steel, and then I went through and created a script that's right over here that just controls all of these LEDs. So all it does is it gets the you set the name of the machine, the vending machine, and the LED, and then it just reads the quantity and then updates the display. So we have 0 stacks of iron, 1 stack of steel, 1 stack of copper, 3 stacks of silver, so we got plenty of silver, 2 stacks of nickel, 3 of lead, and so on. As you can see, these are all our super alloys, and we don't have any of those. This is just a locker here for any of our smaller stacks, in case we need to move stuff around if we are low on materials. And if we don't want to do that, then we can just toss it in here and it'll get filtered back through. Here is our wall of printers. So we doubled up on printers, so we have 2 sets for everything except for the tool maker. But everything else is here. And then I did change the inputs. I raised them up a little bit higher. I was running into an issue where when this one, specifically when the top one would dispense its items out right here, this one would actually pick it up sometimes. And so I was getting like chutes and other things stuck up in the printer. So I just raised those up 1 level. And color coded everything, so red is our input, orange is our output. And then the greenhouse over here, I haven't done too much with it. Did repurpose our EVA suit, so we could use it over here to get through the airlock. But I set up some displays. You can see how much water we have, what the temperature is and the pressure is in here. So let's check this out real quick. So the way this is going to work is we have a set of 10 here, So 10 trays. These will be potatoes. I got the grow lights up here at the top, and then these will be wheat and soybeans. So that will be right here. And then for all the other stuff that is down here in the bottom. So let us go down here. So I started laying the track for Larry. We'll put the machine here, I'm thinking, and then we have our export bin there, so Larry can put out everything in for that, and then this will get fed through to the other side of the base. I did get some of those printed off, that way we're ready to go. This is our cooling loop, so we just have a vent and a valve. Got our wall heater, so this blue pipe is cooling. We got our water here with a turbo pump. It's not set up, it's not automated yet. Don't know if I will do that. Right now we're sitting on 55 liters of water in there. That should be plenty based off of what the old base was doing. And then overpressure, and then we have oxygen inputs, and then CO2 and nitrogen over there as well. And all of this is being controlled by a script right here. And it's just checking our pressure and our temperature and trying to keep everything at our target values. But we are done up here, so let us get down to the furnaces. So I will take this suit off. We could top up our water, eat some bread. Check our water. Yeah, we still have 491 liters from that we carried over from the old base. So we are good on water for a while. But let us jump down and see what is going on. I moved the hole to right over here. We're sitting good on CO2, nitrogen, we're all right on oxygen, we're good, and our water. We'll swap out our jetpack. What we'll do is take a look at our control room and see how everything is looking. So up here, so battery still sitting at 98%. But 4 of them running at the moment. We're using 20 kilowatts. We are completely out of volatiles, and we're sitting on 4 megapascals of fuel. So we should go dump some more volatiles in the system. And then I set this up. It's just a display to tell us what the temperature is inside the generator room. So it's sitting at 21 degrees, which is perfect. So cooling is working. Let us put our suits on. We'll go out, swap out that battery. So I got the furnaces. I got 2 of them set up over there. Let's take a look over here. So same thing, temperature inside the room. Yeah, generators, all good. In the last episode, we did have that fire that broke out from over here. Should be inserting a clip now so you can see. Wonder if that has something to do with it. Let us see what is going on. Something happened. Let's disconnect the fuel. I believe we had a pipe rupture. Let's turn that off. Oh god. Everything's on fire. But basically, what had happened, I thought it was the gas mixer overpressurizing the system. Don't know why I thought that. That was definitely wrong. The actual issue was our waste pipe here. So this is our pipe coming from the base that has all of our different gases in it, as well as the output from the generator. And as you can see, it's sitting at 750 degrees Celsius. So this pipe, this fuel pipe that we had ran over to the furnaces over there, I had accidentally crossed it with this pipe down lower. And so it fed all our fuel into this pipe, which caused it to ignite inside the pipe. This was our output, so any overpressure. So it was pushing, the pressure rose, and so it was pushing all that excess pressure out, but the fuel had already combusted. And up here, this is world. And I closed it up now, but this was open. And so our output pipe was right over there. And so all that combusted fuel was venting back this way and then down here. And that's why we had that giant ball of fire. So I fixed that, and then I took our output pipe and I ran it all the way down, and it's sitting on top of the base now. So it's far away from everything. But let's take a look at our furnace setup. So we have two furnaces, a hot furnace. So this one is enclosed in a pressurized system, and then our regular furnace. And it's the same code that we were using last time. So basically, we can set the minimum and maximum pressures with these memories up here. So this one is our max pressure, and then minimum pressure, max temperature, minimum temperature. And depending on the setting on our dial, so right now it's on 0, which means it's reading from memory. It will just read those values and it will keep the furnace at that. So right now it's set to a 0 for minimum temperature, so it's not using any fuel, and it's just sitting here idle, which is what that message is telling us. And then same thing, the hot furnace, that's the red circuits up there. This is for our hot furnace, and basically the way this works is we pressurize the room. That's sitting at 220 Pascal. And it is 1.8 thousand degrees Celsius in there. And we can see our furnace is, 1.8. And what's nice about having a hot furnace like this is I don't use fuel to keep it hot. So all your basic ingots, so like your iron, your copper, stuff like that, your gold, your silver, you can just toss that stuff in, and then you're not using fuel to turn them into ingots, which is real nice. And then we can use this furnace for making any of our alloys. And then this is all hooked up to a chute network. So these sorters, I still need to program them, but they are set up to export over here. So anything that is a ingot goes into our green bin, and if it is a reagent or ore or anything like that, it goes here into our gray tube. So green for ingots, gray is everything else. And let's see, still haven't moved the bins around. But what we're going to do, if we look, we need the deep miner. What was it? Larry. So we need some let's see, so Larry, Doc, hydroponics, I believe. Yeah. So we need some astraloy and hastaloy. And some econol. So we need to make that. I think we have the econol, but the other two super alloys we will need to make. So let us look at this. So we do need some steel. So I will grab some steel from up at the top of the base. So let's see. Oh, one too far. Our jetpack elevator. Okay, so I don't have any of that stuff. Double check the printer. I think it is in here. Oh, electronics printer. I think it's here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we need Hastaloy and Astraloy. So let us grab our steel. So got our steel. I will grab our stacker so we can set custom stack sizes on it. So we can split it up into the correct ratio. Jump down our hellhole. There's that. Let's do some smelting. Here we go. I think I will just set, let's see, where do I got power at? I got power right here. So stacker, don't want to get too close to the furnace. Maybe we'll just set them up over here. We got power right there, so we'll just go like this. And here we go. Turn that on, perfect. Let's look. So we need 1 copper, 1 cobalt, and 2 steel. So 2 steel will be stack size of 100. And we'll just do 1 of those. And I think I will need to put a inlet on, actually, I'm not using the hot furnace for this, so that won't matter. So throw 1 in there, and let's see. Do our screen with the numbers on it. Tell me what ingot is on what number. So let's look. So this is the second part of the furnace control script. The way this one works is it writes to the housing that is running the furnace, and it uses the stack. So address 0, it sets the ingot hash. Address 1 is pressure max min, and then temperature max min. And then based on what the furnace is requesting on that dial, that's what determines what this is. So it's basically just a giant if statement. So astroloid, that's what we were making, right? Yep. So number 6. So we need 6 and 9. So we will set this to 6. And let us take that off. So this is our advanced furnace. So it's going to heat up. So pushes in 1 liter at a time of fuel, heats this up, and it will try to maintain the minimum and max pressure. So minimum pressure 727 Celsius and 30 to 40. And actually, do a double batch, which means we need 2 copper and 2 cobalt. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Perfect. There's that. So heating up the furnace. Yeah, because the pressure is still too low, so that's why it's heating. And we can help that along a little bit. So all I'm doing is overriding this, and then the script is resetting it back to 1. That will do that, and there's that. So that just produced, my sorter's not set up yet, so it's gonna go up to our gray pipe, but that is fine. And next we'll set to 9, reset the script. Now it's venting. So we need this guy. So 2 silver, 1 nickel, 1 cobalt. So 2 silver. And we'll double this up again. And there we go. The other thing I want to make is some electrum as well. We'll need that. There's that. So venting. So trying to keep that pressure under 30. And as we can see, it sets a recipe here, so we know what we are trying to smelt. So there's that. Set 2, 1, 1, and we need 25 to 30. And I'm guessing we are over 25 to 30, and temperature, we're way too hot. That's what's going on. Okay. Oh yeah, one's gonna need to cool down. Okay. Well, while we're waiting on that, we can set this up. So if we look at our cable situation down underneath, yeah, cable right there. So we can just go like this, grab our sorter. Now, eventually, I am going to want to be able to remote control these from either the control room or our tower up at the very top. So that's why everything is on the main power network. And I believe these have already been named. Yep. So there's one output and other output. Okay. So all we have to do is search through. We want to whitelist. Should be ingots. There it is. And then if we do the next guy, We do ingots. There we go. Should be all we need to do, and it should only output ingots now. And we're just waiting for that furnace to cool down. Yeah, so we need to be under 700 degrees on there. So one trick to help with that is take some oxide. I'll toss just a little bit of oxide in there. If I remember right, this should help cool it down. Yeah, 137. Probably just toss the whole thing in there. There we go. Help cool it down a little quicker. Works a lot better with the water ice. You get water in your furnace, but once you heat it back up, it turns into steam and then outputs. Then you can reprocess it. So just waiting for this. And let's toss another stack in there. And that should be good. Yep, got green. And just got the achievement for smelting that. So that is good. Got that achievement. Okay. And now let's look. So we got that. Got that. We were good on Econol. Should mix more of this. So 2 silicon, 1 silver, 1 cobalt. Let's see, lights. And that was what number? I think it's 10. Oh, did not save. Furnace control for 2. There we go. Yeah, number 10. So set this guy to 10, reset you, and then it will try to vent everything because we need super high temperature and 10 to 20 pressure, which guessing we have a bunch of oxygen in there now. Yep. So when it starts putting some volatiles in, temperature's gonna shoot right up. But let's see, so we need some silver and cobalt and silicon. It's going to be 2 silicon. There we go. Yeah, full stacks. This guy can go over there out of the way. And then silver, and cobalt. So silver, so I need 3 silver. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 cobalt. 1, 2. Just toss that guy down. That's 3. Toss in our silver. And now we just need to toss in our silicon. It'll be so much nicer once this is all automated with our silos feeding in. And I don't need to do this by hand. But that will be later. Our goal for this episode is getting Larry up and running so we can start growing food up there, and then doing some outposting, which I've looked around some, and we right in front of the base we have iron, copper, and silicon, and then at the top of the base we have silver. Hoping for some gold, but unfortunately no gold. So same thing, just overpressurizing it with fuel. To help get that temperature. Could honestly have done it just in here, now that I think about it. Yeah, we'd have to get the pressure up. That wouldn't be too bad. But while we are waiting on that, let us do some iron over here, because we are low on iron. So I will grab you, just stay inlet like that. And we can check this out. So I will keep it open, that way I don't accidentally mix anything. And then I could just stand here and go like this. Come on. There we go. So get a couple in there. And as you can see, it will process them through and then output it, and then it's going out in that green vent. So we should have a nice stack of everything up at the top. Come on. Throw some fuel in there, get that temperature up. To 1.63, and that, get the rest of this iron processed through. Come on, throw fuel in there. Let's go. Speaking of fuel, we do need some more volatiles, so while we are waiting on this to heat up, let's jump over here. And we can toss some more volatiles in the system. Oh. There we go. This is why I do the long chutes, so I can just load it up and I don't have to stand here as much. Definitely better with the hopper. I'll leave some volatiles with us just in case we need it in an emergency. But there's that. And pressure is, or temperature is still not high enough. Also, our temperature actually came down inside the room. Okay. I will set this guy. Oops. probably help if I increase the max. So set you there. Put that back up. You are not like the rest. Oh wait, never mind, you were. Okay, now you're like that. Okay, third time's the charm. That's right, I use those. There we go. And let us pressurize the room a little bit more. It is temperature, come on. I definitely should have used the hotness on this. Oh. A little too much pressure in there. Or something burning. Who knows? And pressure's coming back down. Oh, the chute. The chute. Did not like that. Okay. Hmm. Do another one there. Same with the output. Come on. What's going on? I really don't want to get rid of that sorter to get this. I would rather take you off. There you go. Just a little bit of pressure. I'm not sure why that happened. And what's that? Yeah. Any luck on this? Nope. Okay. What we might do then is use the hot furnace for this. In that case, we will set this down to 0. Break you out. Do that. So this is going to create a reagent mix. But as long as we grab those chunks and put it all into the hot furnace, it should work out. So while that is emptying, we can go back inside, grab that, drink some water, eat some food real quick. Okay, let's hit the top base. If we look, there is our reagent mix. And there is one of our alloys. We can toss that guy in there. And then one of the things I want to do is the stackers down here at the end. I'm actually going to set these to 50 for stack size. So it should be you, those two, and I think this one, and I think it's this one. Yeah. This guy. There we go. Just so we get stack sizes of 50 on our super alloys. So now if we go look, so we got our 500 iron here. It's good. And then we should have, yep, 50 and 50. Perfect. So we can get this and this over here. And electronics printer. There we go. And we just need one. So we get that printed off while we are messing around with the furnaces. So that's good. Keep our food topped up. And cycle the airlock. And let's go look at our furnace. So my reagent mix definitely did not go in there. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. So if we toss you in here. Oops, need that. There we go. Come on. Couple more. Any others? Oh yeah, another one there. Okay. We are good. That should be last one. Come on. There we go. So hopefully this should be everything. I think it was 300 and 150, 150. Yeah. There we go. So there's that. And for this, we need 1.8 on the pressure. It's our temperature in here. We'll go this way. So just get a little bit of pressure in there. Oh, on fire. Okay. Let us put some fuel in. Get this temperature up. And pressure can't go above 20, so strain that pressure. Hit that temperature again. Almost there. We need, what was it, 1.8 Kelvin. So just a little bit more. Go toss that out. That sun coming up, cutting through the walls like that. Okay. If I turn the light off, get a little bit better. Throw some fuel in there, get that temperature going. All right, 1.6. I'll empty that pressure out real quick. Go back to 22. 19. All right, so close. A little bit more fuel. Pressure's too high now. Oh, almost there. Pressure too high again. There's that, and button turn green. And there we go. This one just shot right out the side, so just toss it in like that. And anything else? Got a little bit of wasteful. Okay. That needs to be cold and super high. Anything else with high temperature? This is a very specific pressure. That's the issue with this one, but it's just gold, steel, and nickel. So 2 gold, 1 steel, 1 nickel. So have this steel over here still. So if we do, say, 200, 200 gold, or 200 steel, 200 nickel, and then 400 gold. So let's do that. So 200 steel, 200 nickel. So you 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 400 gold. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400. Oh, just noticed that. Don't want to get confused thinking I have a full stack and toss that in. Let me just kick that stuff in there. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Let's practice our throwing a little. Okay, so 350. So we need 23.5 to 24, and temperature does not matter. So let us drop that pressure out. Oh. And there There we go. Button is green, so we can toss that. We have 200 more. Oh, get in there. There we go. So that is good. Anything else we want to make? Oh yeah, electrum. So gold, silver. Temperature doesn't matter, but low pressure. So let's get the pressure out of there. So we'll just drop that down to 2.4. Almost there. And yeah, we just need 2.4 at the high end. So drop it down to just under 2. Go. And if I remember right, this is just, yeah, 1 gold, 1 silver each. So we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pass this in. Come here. There we go. Turn our light back on so we can see again. I think this will make us 500 electrum. Which these alloys we might, so the regular alloys, I might set the back size to 100 them. Here's that. So electrum, we need at least 600 Kelvin and no more than 2.4 pressure. So let us vent that pressure. I think it's right on the yellow. Yeah. So just under the yellow on the furnace. There we go. And then let's get some fuel in there. Yeah, turn green there for a second. There we go. So we are good. And there's a full stack of electrum. Any other ingots we need to make? Invar probably. So iron and nickel. So Invar. I think we can use our furnace for this. So it looks like number 5 on there. So go there. And now it's gonna heat the furnace up. We just need 1 iron, 1 nickel. So we are limited on nickel, so we will do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do 4 and 4. Yeah, a little easier working with the hot furnace. Come on. There we go. So heating. And there we go. We need 1.2 minimum, no more than 1.5, and no more than 20. But at least 18, so let's go like that. How is this guy not working? Did I forget to set something? Let's furnace. Okay, set that up. Correctly. I see housing advanced furnace hot. Yeah, that's you. And I don't think I need to set anything on my pins if I remember right. Yeah, nothing. Maybe just a reset. Oh. Yeah, here. Are you venting? Go. It's the old-fashioned way. Okay, so it's that, and we are green. Perfect. And set that to you, and we should be good. That should be everything we need at the moment. Let us get back upstairs. We can set up Larry. And then we can make those deep miners that we need for the outpost. So let's go. Oh yeah. So good here, nothing in there. Nothing dumped out over here. And then let's see. Okay. So constant tan is what starts us. Oh, I forgot to name you. So, electron, which means I need to name you, which means I also need to name you over here. So I'll pop you up, put you right there. Come here with our laptop, import, and it'll be the one right after Constantin, however you pronounce it. So basically just a long list of names. So the way this will work is this one that is commented out. We will just go here, add electrum to it. Same with right here. So this is a little tedious to go through and do all this. But we have that. I still have these two at the bottom I need to name. And then all it does is load batch name into R0. Vending is the hash for the vending machine. Iron vent name. So that's just the name that we have the vending machine. we load the quantity. We are loading the average, but there's only one machine, so that's all. Then we're multiplying it by the multiply amount. Currently it's just set to 1, but if I want to display like how much we have instead of stacks, I could change that to either 500, because that's what our stack size was. And then it just sets that to the display. And then it just goes on to the next one, and so on, all the way through. So if we go down here to this one, change you, fat fingered that, so Electrum, copy. Down here to right here, and set batch name. Oh yeah, right there. So load Electrum, batch name, display Electrum, perfect. At nvar, Electrum, and then solder. Then if we export that, put that there, we should see now Electrum has 1. Perfect. So solder we are out of, but I have some in the printer and we don't use it too much, just for chips and stuff, so I'm not too worried. But I'll put that back. I can update that stuff later. So let's see. So we got Larry. Let us get a deep miner. So I need Electrum and ingot for that. So I got Electrum here. This guy I will break into stacks of 100. That's something in the printer. Sounds 10. Electrum. Yeah, we just need 5. And then invar. We are out of invar. But pretty sure we made some. So I think it is just stuck in the printer. Or in the stacker. So doing Constantine. So if we look, Constantine, and then it should go, yes, Otter, Electrum, okay. So this guy is outputting to this stacker. There we go, so I can see it. This invar is outputting to stacker. Should have named all stackers as well. It makes it so much easier. So solder is outputting to this guy. 1 space, and then Connell to this guy, and then Asteroid to this guy. Perfect. Thankfully, this is a little easier to do. Light, Waspaloid. There we go. And Electrum. Perfect. And then, oh, I already named it. Good. All right. So these we are just going to set to 100. 100. Guy is set to 50. Good. And then that's set to 50. 50. Solder. will be 100, and bar 100. There we go. Who are you? Oh, you are lead. And then you are nickel. There you go. So there's that. I can do the rest later. Just one of the major ones. And now we can see that we have some N-bar, Constantin, perfect. And what was it that we needed? I think just N-bar, yeah. So N-bar, one of those, and toss it. There we go. Let's start off with making 5 of these while we wait. And then now I can toss you and there. Here's that. Toss the rest of this stuff in there as well. Just so we get accurate counts on everything. So that is good. We have Larry now. So let us set Larry up. Make sure climate control is working. Looks like it is. Put our suit on, come in here. Got the seeds in here already. I don't think I left anything out there important. Okay. Now, setting up Larry. This is always fun for me because it's either hit or miss, it seems like. So I want to, I think, set him up right there. Oh, I need electronic parts. Just remembered that. So if we do E, yeah, 2 electronic parts. Thankfully I got those right here. So 2. That's and okay. So we have Larry now. Power is over there on the back side, so let's get his power wired up. Fix that. Perfect. And if we turn him on, he turns on. Good. Now we take these. So I've done everything except for the front and back. So these are going to be straight rails through here. And then have this guy over here, which needs to, I think it's right there. This is where he will need to come off. And this is going to need to be straight. Now let's see. Can we get lucky and just be able to use a straight section here? Oh no, because I'm going to have to rotate them. I think we need the screw left. Yeah, he's not enough fit through there. I think we will need to move that chute over a couple. But we can try and get everything else going. So straight here. There we go. So if we are coming in right there, so that's our drop off, comes all the way down. That means it's in a corner, corner, corner. Oh, and then we are stuck over here and our trail is all the way back there. So if we go this way, this way, this way, and we still have Larry. How about we could move the chute over here instead? Or right here in the middle somewhere. Oh, let's work on getting Larry out of there first. So, I think should be good to just come straight out like that. I think that will work. Then we need a screw like that, like that, this, and then do a corner. That. Let's see. So updated. So if we turn you on, go that way. Is obstructed. It might be good the other way though. I think he wants to go out to the right first. Doo-doo. So if we go this way then. Screw right. Just go straight up here, possibly. And then I think let's go. Oh no, that won't work. We would need to do a screw right. Oh, that is not right either. All right, I think I will time lapse this of me trying to figure out how to get Larry to work because this is always a pain for me, it seems like. So I will see you here in a moment and you can watch me struggle. Okay, so welcome back. Got Larry up and working now. So as you can see, he goes through every single station here. Check to see if plant is ready to harvest. That is his drop station. Goes through and does a loop and just keeps doing this. So the script that we are using is from Cows Are Evil, the YouTuber. He makes really good scripts and just a really good YouTuber on this game. I've been enjoying his content a lot. But has a really good Larry script here. All you have to do is set the station number of where your Larry dumps at, which mine is 21. So we set it to 21, and then we just hook up Larry to the 0, and then the bin chute here to D1. And then he just goes in a loop, and when he collects something, he will deposit it in the thing. But yeah, let us get this painted so it matches, and let's get some potatoes going. We got 5 there, and we will get these here and some wheat. So we have our plants planted. If I could talk. Larry always breaks my head. So we got those going. We'll just have to keep an eye on them, make sure they grow. I do need to set up the grow lights, but I will do that in between episodes. The nice thing with this setup is if we look, potatoes need 5 minutes of light. And then if we look at wheat, they need 10 minutes. And then soy is 10 minutes as well. So these grow lights will be set on a 10-minute timer, and these ones on a 5-minute timer. So cycle on for 5 minutes. What was the darkness per day? So 5 minutes on soybeans. What about wheat? 5 minutes. And then potatoes. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So I'll need to do some scripting on that. But for now, this will work. And we are done with the greenhouse. It will grow us our food, and then I will, in between episodes, set up the actual pipe network. As you can kind of see down there, the output is still right there, so I still need to figure out how I'm going to do the sorting underneath the base, and I'll show you that in the next episode. Let's take a look. We have our deep miners. So let us grab those, and then we can go out to the front of the base and look at our first location for our outpost. Let's top up our water. It's still plenty fine on water. And eat some food. Okay, so let us grab our miners. We got 5 of them. I'm thinking 2. We'll take a look. Let's restock our chutes because we're gonna need those. I don't think we need any powered chutes, just basic chutes will work. And then we'll need 1 hopper. So let's Let's grab that. We will need some vending machines, so we'll grab that as well. DiRCI, I don't think we'll get to it this episode. We'll do that in the next episode when we do our second outpost for the silver. And so nothing there. We do need a way to store fuel. So let us print off a connector, portables connector. Let's print one of you. Double check my audio, make sure everything is working. And let us get a portable gas tank Mark II. One of you. Technically, we have the one downstairs on the fuel already, but we'll have one that we can fill and then one that we'll have at the outpost. So we have those. I think I have silos downstairs. The only thing we might need is a stacker. So let's get a stacker. And there. So there's that. Let's jump down. Whee! There's the bottom of the base. Put this on. Piping, yep. Okay, and we got some steel sheets and some steel frames. Perfect. And then, where was it? Ooh, power. How are we gonna do power? Oh, got stackers there. There's our power cable situation. I could use some more. Same with you and you. Okay, so good there. I already had one down here. Oh, okay. A little bit of a waste, but not too bad. So silo, we want one of you. And silo, I will bring the electronic parts just in case. Do we need a turbo pump? Probably not. Bunch of digital valves. Pipe cowls, we'll want those, and we'll bring a volume pump with us. Okay, so it should be everything we need for the most part. We do need a way to charge our fuel, so let's pick this up. And let's put this connector down. We'll go right there because we got fuel there. Make sure we're not crossing any pipes. As you can see, that was our problem child down there. Went right through the middle of that with our fuel pipe. So double checking that. Or we let the base on fire again. Use a volume pump to fill. So we can just go like this. I got power right there. Go like that. And grab this guy. And eventually we'll put a utility pipe on there to help charge it a little quicker without busting the pipe. So right here, right there, right there. That I will go straight up as well, so I can put a pipe thing on there. Do I have any? I do. So yeah, we'll just bring both with us. Pressure regulator might be nice to have. Same with the one-way pipe. Might be good too. So we will do that. Check in here, grab you, just so we can see how much fuel we have. Use that. Get our fuel tank placed, hooked up. Power to there. And we'll turn that volume down real low for now. Let's see. Go a little quicker. There we go. Oh yeah, 1.72. 14. So we can pressurize up to 20. So get this charged real quick. Thankfully, it won't take too long. 17. 18.9. Do a little bit more fuel. $19 is plenty. Okay, so we got that. So we will bring this with us. That'll be the fuel. I'll get another one on there just so it's in place. So we got a fuel canister. Do I have any utility? I do not. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's go look and see. So right out here, if we look at our analyzer, you can see that we have the east bearings on this side. So that's silicon. Then right over here we have Dustlands West, so iron. So pure silicon, pure iron. And then right down here we have a combination with some copper. So I'm thinking we do one miner on silicon, maybe 2 on iron and 2 on here. Might be a little overkill. But I think that'll be fine. And honestly, we're so close to the base, I might just pull a power cable out to the base so we don't have to worry about power. But let us see. So right over here, we're gonna have some deep miners. So let us grab some frames and a deep miner. And yeah, we will output this direction. So this should be our iron guy. Yep, iron. And then down the hill some we'll have our iron, copper, and silicon. So this, we can flip this direction. And I think we'll do at least 2. Yeah, so this is our iron, copper, silicon. And then right over here should be our silicon. And I think we will just do possibly one. Can we line those up? So if we do just one, yep, the guy's on silicon. Now, do we do one more on iron or do 3 over here so we just get a mix of everything? I think we do a mix of everything. And we will hook these guys up with foundations for frames. And same with this guy. Thankfully, these don't need to be welded up all the way. And then same with this guy. And since the base is right there, we'll just make it a nice easy shot for the DiRCI robot. So let's pick up this guy. So it's out of the way. And we do have a nice flattish area right here. So I'm thinking we do silo right here with our vending machine or our robot. We'll do that. Which means, yeah, this will just come straight over, drop down. And then these will come right over and go right up. So let's pick this up. And I think I will do another time lapse of me getting this all welded up. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back. Double checking, making sure that recording software is working. So I got this outpost wired up. The only thing left to do really is run power from the main base. With how close we are, I think that's what I'll do for this. So just run a large power cable all the way down here but everything is wired up. We can see that with our scanner. Let's get everything painted the same color. So there's that. And then, yeah, so we can see shoot network all wired up. So go to our 3 miners here. We have 1 miner up here, and then the one over here as well. So everything will get mined up. It goes over here to our stacker. Stacker will just stack it to its max size and then puts it into our silo. Silo holds 600 items, so it'll be a while before this fills up, and then decided to use a big vending machine. So this holds 100 items, so we'll have 700 items total of storage. And the dirty ore, I think that's what it's called, dirty ore, yeah, stacks to 50. So what is that? 700 times 50, so 3,500 dirty ore we can hold here. And then I built a little platform extending just right here. So when we get into the DiRCI mod, having this nice gentle slope right here all the way up to our cladding ramp, and then right here, we'll probably do a drop point somewhere right here to then go into our gas-powered centrifuges. But all of that we'll take care of in the next episode. I'll get the centrifuges placed, which honestly we could probably... I don't want to deal with the different ores down here. I'd rather have the robot carry the dirty ore up to the base and then we process it. Yeah, so I'll find a spot in the base for doing our ore processing, which maybe we'll finally take advantage of this top portion. Let's go look out from the top of the base. So it's gonna be real nice when we are done with this and we have the robot running back and forth. Go. Before we lose the sun. So we'll be able to see the robot going back and forth in and out of the base. And then I'm going to look for some other mining fields out that direction so we can get some long distance travel going with the robots, where we have to plant some waypoints around those craters so they don't get stuck. But I think that's where I will end it in today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching, and if you made it this far, I hope you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot, helps us grow. But leave a comment, let me know what you think about what we accomplished today and what you'd like to see done. And then let me know what you think of the colors and what colors you would like to see on the base. Not really liking the blue in there, so let me know what you guys think. Give me some ideas for that. But thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.